In high school, I took an introduction to game design, mostly as an easy elective and a way to fill my schedule. And it was never a course I really expected to take anything away from or lead to anything. Looking back on that, I couldn't have been more wrong. At the start of my final year of high school, I was lucky enough to know someone who knew Ryan and also knew that I had a love for teaching and a newfound enjoyment in technology. And also that Pingwa, then now Ampere, worked with Indigenous communities across the country. They put me in contact with Ryan, and he was kind enough to give me an interview, even though I lacked basically any experience, let alone in teaching or tech. Admittedly, I'm not sure how great the interview was, but Ryan gave me a shot. The timing couldn't have lined up much better, as they were just opening the makerspace in Lindsay. My initial position of makerspace assistant was my first touch on the life cycle. The employment opportunity opened up horizons to careers that genuinely I'd never crossed my mind before, and a way of connecting with my culture that I never thought of. At the end of my last year of high school, I applied to a Bachelor's of Computer Science. To reiterate on the point earlier, this program itself is one that I never would have considered prior to my experience working at Ampere. Luckily, I squeaked in. This next chapter is where I really saw the way an organization can not only give you a shot, but value and support you as an individual as you grow. I let Ampere know that I would be attending in the fall, and they told me that they'd be able to support me while I got my education. Ampere gave me the resources I need to do full-time school and continue to work part-time teaching programs in the evenings. The beauty of this is that I got to teach local learners all that I was doing at school, hopefully having some of the same effect that simple exposure and advocacy did to me. Halfway through my education, I expressed interest in applying what I was learning at school to some of the products that Ampere was building in our production studio for rural and remote communities. And then Ampere gave me an opportunity to work with our senior developers on the team and see the way that we really listen and understand community needs when developing a product. During this time, I was able to apply what I was learning, but also receive mentorship from the great team that we have on staff. Learning at this point felt exponential between school, teaching, applied work, and mentorship. In my last year of school, Ampere offered me a position that again just really showed how much they care about the people in the organization who really see the vision and connected to their work. I now have the opportunity to work with such genuinely amazing people every day on projects that have such an impact on rural and remote Indigenous communities across the country. The life cycle is a concept that can seem esoteric or like corporate jargon. When you experience it in the way that I have, you really understand that this organization and the people in it have integrity behind everything that they do.